Hello, I hope you're good. Um, is it good morning where you are, or is it good afternoon, or is it good evening? Whatever it is, just take it from me, okay? So I promised to make a video on, how to respond to a marriage proposal as a lady. The other time I made a video on how to propose to a woman, okay, and I told the guys how to go about it so that you can get a yes. So now I think I need to balance it up because after the men have done what I told them to do, if the women are not responding properly, then that's not so good. So we have to teach the women how to respond properly. Has someone said yes to you recently, or has someone been, or people been saying yes to you and you have not been responding fine? Now this video is going to help you to know how to respond, okay? First step, when someone proposes to you, talks about marriage. I'm going to be talking about marriage here, not just asking out. Well, there's some people that just get straight to the point. I love you. I'm a man. I love you. And I want to marry you. So there's some people that come as they want to have a relationship first, they want friendship first before they talk about marriage. Whichever one of them, there's some godly relationships. I know some people say if he's not talking about marriage, if he's not married, I don't want. Not every man will come to you saying, I want to marry you. Not every man, okay? So you have to watch out because I want a lot of ladies to be married before the year is out. It's possible. And I want a lot of ladies to be married by next year. So there's a way to go about it. Now, first of all, when someone comes to you, thank God. Somebody saying, why should I thank God? Is it this guy that has pot belly? Is it the guy that has cockroach leg? Is it this guy that? Thank God, though, that at least somebody has noticed you. I have seen people who tell me, no man has ever told me hello. There are people like that. So if someone tells you hello, whether you like them or not, at least thank God, at least somebody has noticed me. At least a man has noticed me. Okay, that's number one point. Number two point is be polite. I'm going to tell you the truth. So many men are not polite when they come to you. Like, no, that's not the word. So many men do not propose the right way. So many men don't come to ask a woman out the right way. So you might be tempted to be harsh on them. Even when they have said it rightly, they have done it correctly, there is still this temptation to be harsh on the man whom you feel is not the right kind of man for you. How can I? Why should this kind of man come to me? Why should this one and all of that? So second step is that you need to respond politely. Please be polite. Please be polite. The next stage is don't just say no to a man even if you don't like him. Don't just say no to a man. Don't just say no to a man if you don't like him. Always learn how to take your time. Always learn how to take your time. Tell him, okay, I'm going to get back to you. Even though in your heart you know that I don't like this guy. Why you go now? Why is it not this Michael that I've been seeing on my street? Is not asking out. As a child of God and as a wise woman, tell him, let me think about it. Let me pray about it. Okay? At that point, you show that you are a wise person. Why am I saying this? There's so many times people, good husbands, good future husbands, do not appear like they are the ones. You can just judge someone by how they look. You can judge someone by what you've known about them in the past. You can judge someone by, this one is not even driving a car. Come on, let me tell you something. I wish I had enough time to just talk and relax in this video. Maybe I will talk about that later. You don't know anybody. The Bible says, know no man after the flesh. You cannot know someone by just looking at their faces. Even that your spec that you really like, you don't even know. You don't know that if it be Wayo, you don't know if it be 419. You don't know. So even the one you don't like, you don't even know that that's a future. I mean, where was President Goodluck Jonathan many years back? Without shoes? Going to school without shoes, right? Where is it today? You can't tell. You cannot tell. Let me tell you the truth. You cannot tell who. You cannot tell who will make it. You cannot tell who go hammer. You cannot tell who go blow. You cannot. A lot of times it's prayers, a lot of times it's thinking, a lot of times it's talking to a wise counselor that will help you to know who can be good for you. Because when you're in love, you are blinded, or maybe you're not even in love, you're just like looking at the guy and like, who is this? And so you can just tell him, no, who is this? But I will advise you, take your time, okay? Go, pray, ask God to reveal things. God can reveal a man's future to you. God can reveal a man's future to you. Take time, pray, think, ask questions, chat with him, ask him questions, plenty questions. Anybody that's not comfortable with you asking questions, just start, do like this, do like this. Just be going back and be very careful. Anybody that's not comfortable with you asking questions, anybody that's not comfortable with answering your questions, don't be comfortable being with them. Okay, so ask questions. Go to their Facebook page, go and check. You will see something, good or bad, or good and bad. You will see. People are who they are on social media most of the time. They post their minds. You will see how they are abusing a very nice poster. This polite poster, they will abuse your father, your mother, idiot, a woman, and all of that. You will get to know who they really are. Who are they? What do they believe in? Their belief system, their value system, their mindset. It's going to be out there, so you can check. So you pray, talk to them, chat, gist, check him out. Check the leg. Do you like the leg? Check his mouth. Do you like the mouth? Check the eyes. Check. You might just find out. Check his brain. Check his brain. Even if he doesn't have money, he should have brain. What are his plans? Check him out. Talk to him. Ask him questions. What if you're not doing what you're doing now? What would you be doing? What are your plans for the next 10 years? Sometimes ask them indirectly. Some just be gisting and see, just listen for their contributions. You might find out that this man that you don't like is the man you've been waiting for. Okay, next step is that you are going to take that step quick. You're going to pray. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't waste time. Do it quick. Now, after you have been done with that stage, what you're going to do next is that you are going to have, if you don't have, or if you have rather, you're going to check your list. If you don't have, after this video, go and make a list. Make a list. I had a list. Please, can someone bring my bag? I need to get my list. I had a list of what I wanted to see in the man that I'm going to call my husband. The man I'm going to call my husband. I had a list. A list. There were 3 categories. What I must see before I can say yes. What I can manage if he has this one. It's not a big deal for me. It's not a deal breaker, so I can manage. It's something I can cope with. Number 3, if I see this one, I no go marry you. Anybody that does not love Jesus, anybody that's not after God, I will not marry. If I don't find out, give me my purse. If I don't find out on time, I've had this list in my bag for years, for as long as I've been single. Yes, like 10 years. It's been in my purse for 10 years. I'm sure you can't imagine that someone has a list. I don't know why I've not removed this thing from my purse. This is my purse. I just got it. Let me open it. Please be patient. The list is torn. That's how much I prayed with it. Every time I brought it out during my prayer time, I laid it on my bed. It's torn. It's torn. Just recently, let me gist a bit. Just recently, I brought out this list. I told my husband, I think you have never seen this list, that I wrote when I was single about the man I want to marry. And let me tell you the truth. Most of the things I asked for, I got it. They were not material things, just a few material things. I got it. Every time I brought it out and placed on my bed, God, this is what I want. Let me read a little from A Good Home. Willing to make things work through dialogue, conflict resolution, making adjustments when necessary, fun-loving, be ready to settle down without delay. I didn't want a man that will keep me for 8 years and keep a mark on my finger, having to wait for him to take me to the altar. I didn't want that. So I had it on my list. If you're wasting my time, I kick you out. Sorry. So when I brought this list out and showed my husband, I didn't bring it. I just referred to it. I said, "You've never seen my list." you know. And I was telling him that thank God at least I have most of the things I asked for. Do you know what he said to me? He said to me, "Oh, I'm sure on that your list, pot belly, no day. Eh, because the man don't come grow pot belly." So he said, actually, pot belly, no day. But you see, it doesn't really matter when you are happy. Okay. So please have a list like this. Look at, write down your deal breakers. Things that, see, if a man slaps me, no, 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 it's a no, no for me. Do you understand? Write down your deal breakers. If he does this to me, I can't marry him. If I see him, all of this on him, I'm going to marry him. Or if I see majority, that's a good check. That's going to be a good check for you. It's going to help you to know what you're actually looking for and if you have found him. So if you just keep saying no, 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 you will not know how to judge properly. Calm down and talk to the man. Gist, laugh. Sometimes it's not funny, just laugh. Okay, so just calm down and talk to the man. You get to know a lot of things. Some things, no Holy Spirit, I'll tell you, hey, here, listen to me, my daughter. Sometimes when you pray to God about the man or the woman you want to marry, sometimes he'll just show you one character like this while you're talking to him. Like somebody told me some time ago, he said, when I marry you, I'll keep you in the house. I won't make the complete statement. Okay, that's not for public consumption. He said, when I marry you, I'll live in the house and I'll be sleeping around. Oh, okay. Another one told me, I asked him about God. Say, so what's your relationship with God like? We were just talking. He said to me, please, can you leave God outside this discussion? Let's talk about you and I. I said, who am I without God? When I heard that, I ran away. So by talking to someone, you're going to hear some utterances. You're going to see some character. Another thing I used to do is when a man, proposes to me or is looking for my attention, I used to pray to God, God, I don't want to waste my time. If there's anything about this man that I need to know, reveal it. That one is a long gist. He used to reveal it. He used to reveal it to me. So if you don't give time to talk to the person, if you don't give time to have conversations with him, you might not know. Okay, so after this step, pray all over. There's some things you have seen and like, you're a Christian. I'm talking to Christians here. So I'm teaching you how to go to God and ask questions and ask God to lead you. After this stage, if you start to see some things you believe you like, or maybe you like this guy a little, you can now go to your counselor. You cannot just go to your counselor on the first day. When your counselor asks you questions, you won't be able to answer. So you can now go to your counselor. Who is your counselor? Your counselor is not necessarily your pastor. I'm sorry, I'm a pastor, but I have to say this. Your counselor is not necessarily your pastor. Some pastors are not wonderful, okay? Some, not all, of course. They are good pastors. If your pastor is a good counselor, go to him. Wise counselor, go to him. One of my friends went to a pastor and told the pastor that a certain man is asking her, and they married. By the time the man went to the pastor to see him concerning this girl, what did the pastor say? Don't marry her. She's from a broken home. That's not a wise counselor. Why shouldn't you marry someone from a broken home? You can. So you need to talk to a wise counselor. A wise counselor can be a trained godly counselor. He can be your pastor. If your pastor has a good sense of judgment, it can be your pastor's wife. If she has a good sense of judgment and the Spirit of God, your wise counselor can be that elderly woman in the church. Your wise counselor can be an elderly family member. They could even be your parents. I have a friend, I'm sure she'll be watching this video. When her husband proposed to her, she went and told him, Mom, I don't like the guy. Why? He has a reddish, his eyes are reddish. He has red eyes. So the mother told him, okay, go and bring the guy. Let me see how red his eyes are. By the time he brought the guy home, the mother, after the guy left, she said, but that guy is a fine guy now. Why are you saying he has red eyes? I can't see any red eyes there. So they are happily married today. I'm saying happily married because I know they're happily married. She would have missed that good guy if she did not find a wise counselor in her mother. Okay, so I'm not going to go too far from here. I have told us steps. When someone comes to you, thank God. There are people that have never gotten hello in their lives. There are people that have never gotten hello. So if someone says hello to you, calm down first, say thank you, Jesus. Some of them might be very rude, some impolite, some very cocky. Just find somewhere in your heart and be polite and be calm, okay? After that, engage in conversations, ask questions, talk to them. If he wants to take you out, go out with him, but mind where you're going to. Notice how he treats his mother. Notice how he treats people around him. If he keeps saying, baby, I love you. Oh, I cannot live my life without you. I am nobody without you. I love you. I'm going to take you to the heavens and come back and all of that. And then he sees the house girl and says, you are a fool. You are very stupid. If not for my food that you are eating, will you look like this? Just know that's not a good person. That is not a good guy. A good guy is going to treat you well, and he's going to treat people around him well. Yes, sometimes he might be angry and just misbehave. All of us get angry and misbehave. Okay? So please don't just say no to people. Take time, talk to people. Let me tell you 2 stories before I go. This is a 15-minute, 42 seconds video. Let me round it off by saying this. I have said this before. I know a guy that was earning 90K in 5 months in his same company. They changed his job role, his position at work from 90K to over 500K. If you come to me, I will take you to him and we will show you. It's not so. Don't just say no to people because they don't have cars today, because they don't look all packaged. You can package someone. That is why it is important. I'm going to make a video very soon. The kind of people to avoid in marriage. Avoid someone that is not teachable. Avoid. I'm going to stop there. Second one is that I know this guy. He works with an oil company. I don't want to mention the name, but one of the top most paying company. The former company he was working with, he was earning the same. Is it 70K? Within 1 year, this guy got a job in the oil company. This was like over 15 years ago. Got a job in an oil company. Guess what? Paycheck 400K. This guy shouted. I was there when he got the offer. He shouted it later. He shouted, this place feels like heaven. From 70 to 400K. This place feels like heaven. Now, if a lady had told him no because of his earnings, he would have missed a 6-figure earning husband. Okay, I'm going to stop here. We're going to be talking more in my other videos. Thank you very much. If you like my video, you can share, you can like, you can comment. Thank you.